Left 4 Dead, GTFO, Helldivers 2. These are all incredibly successful games in a much beloved genre. And while I could talk at great lengths about why the genre works so well and what makes or breaks a good 4-person co-op PvE shooter, that's not why we're here. No. Today, I'd like to talk specifically about one of my favorite games in this genre and one of my favorite games of all time, Deep Rock Galactic. So, without further ado, my name is Faberia Pendragon, we are the Whispers, and this is why I think Deep Rock Galactic solo mode is best in class, and it's all because of one cute little robot. So, back to our list from above. Left 4 Dead, GTFO, Helldivers 2, and of course our star of the show, Deep Rock Galactic. All built around teams of 4, however, each and every game of this genre has itself a small portion of its community who would rather go it alone, be from a lack of people to play with, or as a show of skill and mastery of the game's mechanics, or in GTFO's case, an act of sheer unbridled masochism. These sorts of games have always been attractive to players who would rather brave the dangers that face them all on their own, myself included. Some games enable and encourage this, and other games are GTFO. Can you tell I tried to solo that game once when I first started and it did not go well? Anyways, in DRG, when you queue up for a solo mission, you get this little guy named Bosco. Hi, Bosco. Bosco here can do just about anything another dwarf can do. And I mean anything. Dig tunnels to new zones, provide light, kill enemies, fetch heavy objects, kill enemies, shoot rockets, can't save Molly. It really can do it all. I swear, every time I play solo for an extended period of time, I find something new it can do. The only cost is that it can't do any of them better than a good old dwarf.
They haven't yet invented a machine that can best a dwarf!
Much as I hate to admit the scout over here is right, but it's true. But that's okay, because you're a dwarf. Bosco enables any dwarf of any class to better handle the depths of Hoxie's alone, despite their weaknesses, since each of the main classes tends to specialize into something, leaving them lacking in the other categories. Hey, go figure, the team-based game has design elements that encourage team play, who would have thought? Bosco simply takes the edge off of some of those weaknesses without fully doing everything for you. Take point extraction missions, for example. Anyone except Scout and maybe Driller is going to take a little while just getting to all the quirks, and even Scout is screwed if there's one directly up in the ceiling, but Bosco can grab them all from a distance no problem. Just pull out your laser pointer, send them after it. Bosco will go all the way across the cave, mine out the crystal, and bring it back all while you grab more accessible crystals nearby. But wait, rewind? Stop, right there. See it? Yeah. Your laser pointer. I want to take a second and say this is another huge reason I love Bosco so much. Unlike CPU allies in something akin to GTFO or Left 4 Dead, who can be manipulated in various ways, but also just kinda either do their own thing or are just so much worse than another player that it becomes more of a hindrance, Bosco only gets its real value if you, the player, engage with it. Otherwise, it just kinda shoots whatever gets close to you. Bosco is an interactive system. You, as a player, have to actually be engaging it, keeping track of what it's doing and what order you last gave. And let me tell you, when your normal gameplay looks like this, that's not as easy as it seems. Suffice to say, it is not just a crutch that makes everything a little bit easier for you. That being said, DRG is a difficult game at its higher levels, and it's well accepted by the community that the real endgame is mastery of its mechanics more than anything else. So it's no surprise that many of the top players want to truly challenge themselves by getting rid of any and all assistive measures, interactive or otherwise. And DRG allows for that too. In Bosco's upgrade terminal, just uncheck the Bring Bosco option in the bottom left. Boom. Done. Go into an elite deep dive entirely alone without even your little robot companion and prove yourself worthy of Carl's praise. Or die like an idiot, if you're me. That kind of brings me to another point. DRG won't stop you. There's not a single piece of content in this game locked behind having a squad of real people. In fact, there's hardly any content that requires it. I could make another entire video about why I think DRG's difficulty system is damn near perfection incarnate, but to keep it brief, for whatever reason you can't or don't ever want to play with another person ever, you can still complete 100% of this game. Every mission, every upgrade, every cosmetic. You can get all of it. You may need to get pretty damn good at the game to consistently solo things like elite deep dives, but it is very doable, and the community has many a creator and guide to walk you through exactly how to do it. Speaking of which, I'd be remiss if I didn't take a second to mention some of those creators by name. Snis, Name is Taylor, and Rock Gaming are all great creators who make excellent DRG content and have all been partial inspirations to my own DRG stuff, and even some of the other random things I make. And there are plenty more, so definitely don't hesitate to dig into the community. Oh god, I'm doing puns now. In short, DRG allows you to make it exactly as difficult or trivial, as complex or simple as you want the game to be, with exactly as much help as you do or don't want. Whether that's 3 other dwarves by your side, only 1 dwarf to keep you company, maybe even just a really handy robotic buddy, or even none at all. No matter what you choose, you still get the full DRG experience. You're not punished for going alone, but the game also doesn't just play itself for you and takes away your achievement. It does ask more of you, to a fair degree, but then rewards you for meeting that ask. And it's for that reason that I believe DRG solo mode is best in class. Thank you for listening to my barely coherent ramblings. I'm just dipping my toes into the whole video essay format and enjoying it quite a lot. Let me know what you think, because I'm still kind of finding my way into what I most enjoy doing, and your feedback helps a lot. Anyways, that's all from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day.